And speaking of vibes, it's much different in either of these corners. Dynasty, focused, completely indifferent to how the audience may or may not feel about them. The Takedown King doing just that.
Yeah, these are two very strong individuals in Nilo Reyes and Jaxon Roy. Nilo doing whatever he can to free himself from this waist lock, and he's done it. Snatching a wrist lock. With Laurel cheering him on, Nilo in control. But wait a second, Roy able to reverse things into a wrist lock of his own. Nilo struggling to get out of this. Roy transitioning into a hammerlock. Oh, but now a headlock cinched on Nilo. Got to figure something out here, and he's done it. He snatches the waist. And now a headlock of his own. Nilo Reyes in control. Oh, tackle, but it doesn't take Roy down.
The Takedown King, known to stand his ground as well as take people down. But Nilo has shown time and time again that he is not to be underestimated when it comes to fundamentals, when it comes to grappling, wrestling.
That's my favorite part.
Oh, Jaxon Roy. What a party pooper.
And now Roy taking control, but Nilo, not to be outdone. Big combination and a tag. Laurel is legal. Series of splashes and a crossbody. Laurel putting everything into it. Whoa, sweeps the leg.
Steps in to an Oklahoma roll.
Holding on to the pinfall. Roy kicks out, but Laurel is right there and she is undeterred. The resiliency of Laurel Cassidy has really just been a constant story here on Uproar.
Nilo tags himself back into the match.
Nilo loading up a big slam, but wait a second. Roy out from behind and just clobbers Nilo.
Shot behind the head.
Whoa. Big knee to the gut. Still keeping hold of Nilo. Keeping control of Nilo. Jaxon Roy wrestling a very smart match here. Whoa, and a huge gut wrench. Cover on Nilo. But not enough. Roy gator rolling into the corner. That is a smart strategy, keeping control of your opponent, and now the tag to Mikey. Big combination by Dynasty and a cover.
Nilo able to kick out. Mikey just not calling his shot. Oh!
Knees to the back of the head. And now a new strategy by Mikey, grinding down on Nilo and also keeping him as far as possible away from Laurel Cassidy.
Mikey Truth keeping Nilo facing towards his corner.
Yeah, just mocking Nilo.
Grabbing the fingers. Oh! Snapping the fingers of Nilo.
Oh, and now Mikey Truth grinding his knuckles into the ribs. Is he biting him? No. Okay. Gosh. You never know. Mikey Truth is scrappy.
He is very scrappy, but also, much like all other members of Dynasty, he is a submission specialist. We've seen him use a Moodle lock. We've seen him use this double armbar variation here.
Nilo is in trouble. He's got to somehow get out of this submission. Oh!
Into a pin. Nilo able to roll his shoulders off the canvas.
Truth, though, right there, staying in control. Well, but Nilo with a burst of strength and
Got his bell rung there. Mikey Truth with a cravat.
Jaxon Roy, legal once again. Quick tags on the part of Dynasty, staying in control.
Oh! Jaxon Roy tried to body slam Mikey Truth onto Nilo, but Nilo with the knees up.
Roy doing whatever he can to keep Nilo from making that tag.
Nilo has been in the ring for a long time. He needs to make that tag to his partner, Laurel Cassidy.
And there was a tag, but it's on the side of Dynasty. That's no help to Nilo. Mikey Truth, dropkick to the face, and Roy following up with a huge splash.
Successful tag team combination this time.
Truth with the cover, and Nilo, another burst of adrenaline, a burst of resiliency, but still unable to get over and make that tag.
Mikey Truth with a hold of Nilo once again.
Laurel not just on the apron waiting for the tag, but also cheering for Nilo, making sure that he knows that the entire crowd is giving him their energy.
Mikey Truth going for a camel clutch here.
Trying to cinch this on. Nilo is doing whatever he can to fight it, and wait a second. Nilo was able to get to his feet, and Truth had to reposition.
Every time Nilo is able to maneuver himself back to his feet, he gets pushed back into Dynasty's corner.
And notably, Dynasty makes the tag, gets the fresh guy in.
Jaxon Roy sliding across the ring. Oh! Double boot by Nilo!
But
now's his chance.
There's Mikey Truth. Mikey Truth trying to stop Nilo, and whoa!
Jawbreaker by Nilo.
This is it. This is an opening.
Nilo climbing onto the second rope.
Nilo has had enough. Wait a second. Nilo up on the shoulders of Jaxon Roy. Ooh. Double stomp Doomsday. And that's it. What? Laurel breaks it up.
Laurel runs across the ring to break the cover. Now Jaxon Roy takes a swing at Laurel.
Laurel truly had enough. Taken to the ring but got taken down. And there was another tag.
Tag back in. Dynasty's just going back and forth.
Tag after tag. It's Jaxon Roy legal now. But again, that is smart strategy. Another tag. Whoa! Spearing Nilo, but speared him into his own corner. Laurel was able to finally make the tag.
But Laurel is still under the impression that Jaxon Roy is legal.
Yeah, I don't think she realizes it. I mean, I don't blame Laurel. She is fired up. But yeah, it's Mikey Truth who was legal. Taking out the knee. And a low bulldog. Laurel Cassidy is running wild. But watch out for Mikey Truth.
Mikey Truth, who was waiting his turn, sent head over heels. Now back fist by Laurel.
Laurel takes off. Flying hip check and a cover. And she did it.
Here are your winners, the Kawaii Kids!
The Kawaii Kids with a victory over Dynasty, and it feels like to me they really needed that win. And Laurel Cassidy, very, very impressive. But let's also give it up to Nilo Reyes. Resilience as always. But that is a big win for Laurel and Nilo. Despite the best efforts of Dynasty, it's the Kawaii Kids with a victory here in tag team action on Uproar. Not the chairs.